Now, if you ask a football fan what makes your club a very big club, they will tell you that the club must have a UEFA Champions League. Now, there are teams that are very big and they have never had Champions League. Now, here are some of the teams that have never won the UEFA Champions League, and some of them, like my team, no European trophy, but they are very big clubs. Let's start with the Arsenal. Now, Arsenal are the biggest club in London and third biggest club in England, with 13 league titles, 14 FA Cups, 2 League Cups, 17 English Super Plates, 1 gold trophy that most UEFA Champions League winning teams don't have, 1 European Cup Winners' Cup, and 1 Fairs Cup. Now, the European Cup Winners' Cup was way before the Champions League came into existence. That is team number 1 that has no Champions League and is a very big club. Team number 2 is Paris Saint-Germain. Now, Paris Saint-Germain are the most successful club in France by far, a bigger margin. Now, with 50 major honors, 12 league titles, 36 domestic cups, 1 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, 1 UEFA Intertoto Cup. Also, famous players like Ronaldinho, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe have played for them. Now, are they not a big club? Now, with all those honors and with the players that have actually played in that team. Atletico Madrid is another team that is a very big team and has no UEFA Champions League. Now, Atletico Madrid is the third biggest club in Spain with 11 La Ligas, 10 Copa del Reyes, 1 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, 3 UEFA Europa Leagues, and 3 UEFA Super Cups. They also won the predecessor of the Club World Cup, the Intercontinental Cup in 1974. That is the predecessor of the Club World Cup, the International Cup in 1974. That is Atletico Madrid for you. Now, Sevilla are the 4th biggest club in Spain, with an extraordinary record in the Europa League. 7 UEFA Europa Leagues, 1 UEFA Super Cup, 1 La Liga, and 5 Copa del Reyes. They are Spain's oldest footballing club. Imagine, Spain's oldest footballing club is Sevilla. They have no Champions League and they have honors, but to me, and according to these ratings that I'm getting, shout out to Clinical Kai on Twitter. This is where I'm getting that information from. Sevilla is a very big team. Bayer Leverkusen are one of the biggest clubs in Germany, reaching the UEFA Champions League final in 2002. They just went invincible like Arsenal for their first Bundesliga title, alongside 2 DFB Pokals and 1 UEFA Europa League. Also, superstars like Kai Havertz played for them. Superstar Kai Havertz. Okay, yeah, King Kai played for Bayer Leverkusen as well. Napoli is one of the biggest clubs in Italy, with the most famous player ever being Diego Maradona. Now the stadium is named after him. Napoli have 3 Serie A's, 6 Coppa Italias, 2 Italian Super Cups, and 1 UEFA Cup. They are the 4th largest fan base in Italy and have many fans across the world. Napoli has fans across the world, many. And you're there calling it a very small club. It is a very big club. AS Roma is also another club that is a big club, but people don't think it is because they have never won the UEFA Champions League. Now, AS Roma is based in Rome. Rome have the 2nd largest stadium in Italy and the 5th largest fan base. They have 3 Serie A titles, 9 Coppa Italias, 2 Italian Super Cups, 1 Fairs Cup, and 1 UEFA Conference League, which they recently famously won under Jose Mourinho. Glasgow Rangers, no Champions League. They have one of the largest fan bases in the world football and have famous rivalry with Celtic. 55 Scottish League titles, 34 Scottish Cups, 28 Scottish League Cups, 7 trebles, and 1 European Cup Winners' Cup. Europa League winners, runners up twice. Now these guys have 7 trebles that they did, and their biggest rival is Celtic, and they have one of the biggest fan bases in the world. Sporting CP have the biggest stadium in Portugal, and they are the second largest. They have the second largest fan base in Portugal and has produced legendary players like Figo and Ronaldo. They have won 20 league titles, 34 domestic cups, and 1 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, despite not winning the UEFA Champions League like Porto and Benfica. Sporting CP is a big club as well. Galatasaray in Turkey is the biggest club actually, and it's the most successful Turkish club. Internationally, they have won 24 league titles, 35 domestic cups, and completed a quadruple of winning the League Cup, UEFA Cup, and also UEFA Super Cup in 2000. Let's go back to England. Everton have the fourth most league titles. The fourth most league titles in England, have a famous rivalry with Liverpool. They have won 9 league titles. I think they're more than for Chelsea. They have won 9 league titles, 5 FA Cups, 9 Community Shields, and 1 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. They have the second largest stint of remaining in the top flight after Arsenal. After Arsenal, Everton is the only team that has come and they have not been relegated like in the top flight football like Arsenal. Arsenal has never been relegated ever since they came to the Premier League. Now, Everton is number 2 after them. Then Olympique Lyonnais or Olympique Lyon are one of the biggest clubs in the world in France, and actually they have a 60,000 capacity stadium. They have won 7 league titles, 14 domestic cups, and 1 UEFA Intertoto Cup. They have reached the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League on multiple occasions. Valencia, at their peak in the early 2000s, reached 2 consecutive UEFA Champions League finals. They have 6 La Liga titles, 10 domestic cups, 1 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, 2 Fairs Cups, 1 UEFA Intertoto Cup, and 1 UEFA Cup. They have won 2 UEFA Super Cups together. And finally, AS Monaco is one of the most successful clubs in France football and in French football. Reaching a UEFA League final in 2004. They have 8 league titles and 14 domestic cups. Notable players that played for Monaco include Thierry Henry, Kylian Mbappe, Bakayoko. You've seen Bernardo Silva. Many more players that have really come from there. Falcao. They have all played for that. Now, to summarize, all of the clubs have, huge followings around the world, and despite not winning the Champions League, they have bigger fan bases, more history, and better domestic success than some clubs that have won the Champions League. So I think it doesn't matter whether you have the Champions League or what. I am not backing Arsenal because we don't have one. I hope we're going to get one to finally shut some people down. But yeah, it's your boy Tony, and I'm out.